Riika, Riika, Ree! Hi guys! Before we get started, I just want to remind you all to like and subscribe if you enjoy my content, and leave a comment about what you'd like to see for future videos. Thank you! So, I went to Japan 2 or 3 years back, and I got to see a ton of the Love Live locations in person. I got a bunch of footage, and I'm excited to share some interesting stuff about it all. There's a ton, so I'm cutting out quite a bit, but I hope you'll enjoy. So let's get started with Sunshine in Numazu. There are a lot of locations where cards are drawn and stuff, but I won't go through all of them. Actually, pretty much everywhere in the town is covered in aqua stuff, including the bus seats, like car wraps, doors and stuff is super cool. Here's that cafe you always see as like the background in Civ. This is where Aquas was shooting for their PV in the anime. Inside it's covered in Aqua's merch, and it also has a ton of super duper cute desserts. I got to eat some and it was really amazing. White peach is such a good flavor. This is the Sea Paradise Aquarium where Aquas works for a day, but I wasn't able to go inside. Here's Ruby and Dia's place. It looks kinda boarded up. I feel really bad. I'm sure like a lot of people go and visit their house and bother them about it. This is the spot where Mari trips on her way to see Cannon at the school. Dude, actually, I walked from like Ruby's house all the way to the school. I took that same path that Mari like ran, and it's so far. There's no way. It's really far. Like, look at Google Maps. This is the shrine that Hanamaru brought the group to when it was like raining, that one episode. These are the same stairs as this one card of hers. I went to the school, which was like the worst walk of my entire life. There was actually signs everywhere saying like no trespassing, like don't take pictures of the students. So I like just kind of looked from a distance and took a couple pictures. Not students, just the school. You can see this is the gym where they performed their first live. This is Chika's place. It's so similar. I guess this one beside is supposed to be Rico's house, but the height doesn't really add up. That's fine though. This is where Shiitake always sits. I wanted to stay here, but it was all booked and way too expensive. This is Mito Beach, the beach outside of like Chika and Rico's houses. It's definitely less beautiful than in the anime, but it's almost the exact same. It felt really nice to be on this beach and like look out to the water. You can see Awashima Island from across the bay, and also Mount Fuji. To get to Awashima Island, you have to purchase a boat ride. I was so down with this boat ride. Look at it. Oh my god. Awashima Island is actually just another aquarium. The dolphin Cannon gets annoyed with is actually there. There were all sorts of penguins, mantas, turtles, sea lions, a bunch of stuff. They also sell a lot of food. This is where I learned that rose is the best flavor in the world. Changed my mind. The beautiful like blue tunnel where the third years get emotional is actually really long and really pretty. There's a lot of lights. You take it to move from like the main aquarium section to the hotel. That being of course Mari's place, which in reality is an insanely expensive hotel that you can actually book. Inside it's gorgeous, but it seems for some weird reason the statue of Mari is missing. Cannon's dive shop is actually this little frog house with a bunch of froggies. Smelled like frog. There's just a bunch of frogs. Also on the island is the shrine that Aqua's trains at. Actually, the sign where they sit, all tired out, is just the first little set of steps. It's actually so long. Like, I carried a backpack, so it was even worse, but I'm pretty sure it's legit impossible to not be out of breath after running to the top. Cannon, you are fake. It's actually really pretty at the top, and you can see people drew some of the girls on these ebi. While I was on the way to Hakodate, I absolutely had to stop and go to the most famous of the cat islands. There were so many cats, dude. It was heaven. It's actually extremely sad. Guys, fix your pets. But I gave them as much love and attention as I could. Some of them had like their ears frostbitten off and stuff, but they were really cute. I love all of them with all my heart. Here's the bullet train I took. Look how fast it goes. Like, it was so cool. Japan is on another level. Like, it went so fast. This is the road where they performed Awaken the Power with Saint Snow. The tiles are actually really pretty, And while doing my research, I learned that this specific road is actually used in a lot of anime for like a bunch of things. But it looks the exact same as like all the roads that are parallel to it. There's like a bunch of these little hills, so I don't know. I went up Mount Hakodate to see the same view that Aquas did, and wow, the show didn't even exaggerate. You know how like when you see sakura petals falling in anime and you're like, okay, that's unrealistic, but actually it's real? Like, it's the exact same as the view. Sorry for my camera work, but look! I got to watch it from daytime all the way through dusk, watching like every single light in the town on every building slowly light up until it was totally lit up like this. It was really cool. I also went to see Goryokaku Tower. The view is really pretty. I got to stand on the little floor window thing inside like Kennen and the others did. I also went down and walked through the pathway in like the star, like down there. It's really pretty. The tower actually has like a ton of interesting historical significance about the star. It's really cool. It was fun to read everything. I also went to Lucky Pierrot, or Pierret, I don't know, to try it out. I ordered those cheese fries that Hanamaru got. They were okay. This is the area where Ruby and Daya get emotional by the dock. I wasn't allowed onto like where the benches are, but it was pretty cool. I got to go to a festival here too. It was really cute and sold a lot of delicious food. Next, I'll cover Muse. Tokyo is beautiful and had a lot to look at. Akihabara is incredible. Honoka's place. They're actually really welcoming and sell freaking delicious treats. Like they have mochi and all sorts of stuff. And they give you yummy rose water when you walk in. They were so nice. UTX at Aiza's high school is actually just like a business building. There's a Denny's inside. It was delicious. Here's Nozomi's shrine. There's actually very little Love Live stuff on display here than what I expected. It's like very clean, very shrine-like. Funny story about Nico's place. It's gonna get torn down because it didn't pass an earthquake test. Maybe it's already torn down by now, surely. But here's Nico's apartment building. I couldn't seem to pinpoint the stairs that Muse trained on. There's like a few sets in the area. None of them really looked like Muse's staircase. Sorry. Here's the gamer store where they handed out flyers in Akihabara. It's like for the Wonder Zone performance that they did. I also visited Okinawa, which is the location that the second years went for their trip during that Rin episode. This is the castle that the second years visited. It's definitely overrated, but it's still really cool. Like, there's a ton of gardens and stuff around, really pretty. You can also pay to go inside the castle and get a tour, and it's actually, like, really cool inside. I also visited the aquarium they saw, but I didn't really get any footage since it was so busy. Dude, the 7-Elevens and other convenience stores in Japan are nutty. Like, I don't even understand why the heck nowhere else has such good sandwiches, like hot food and buns and treats. Like, it's unreal how good. Their common flavors too are like white peach and melon, which are so good. This cheap heck white peach cup was so good. Somehow, like, the jiggliness of the gelatin was so freaking cool. Look at it. Jiggle jiggle. Yum. They have so many good drinks too. I recommend milk tea and strawberry or melon kelpico. You can get these drinks at T&T and stuff here in Canada too, but the one thing you can't get is actually these orange and apple juices from the like vending machines in Japan. They're called Koo, Q-O-O, and I swear, if you ever go to Japan, you have an obligation from me to drink them. They're the best apple and orange juices I've ever tasted, and even though I still have apple and orange juice here, it's just not the same, man. It's so good. Actually, in Japan, they typically make pancakes differently. They use a lot more egg, and then they bake it in milk, and oh my god, they are so good. On another note though, the spiders, dude, were so freaking terrifying. Like, I couldn't get footage because literally the webs just wouldn't show up. Like, you can't even see them with your eyes. But some of these spiders were like the size of my fist, and their webs went from one side of the road to the other side of the road. Like, invisible. I'm not even kidding. Cars just drive through them, and the spiders freak out, and if you're walking, like, The spiders can go on you. Like, be careful. Like, do not walk on side streets in low population cities. Holy moly, I'm not joking. Once there was a giant spider in the bathroom I was staying at, and like when I woke up, it was gone. And I'd never been more terrified in my life. Actually, Bandori was pretty popular there too. Especially in like the airports and as mascots at restaurants and stuff. I got to have Akko flavored curry. I may have also bought some merch. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more content. It would help me a lot. If you guys have any experience with Japan or have any suggestions or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. Riika, Riika, Riika.